Yeah,
Yeah,
a
you
little
just
bit.
kind of sound kind of far away.
And you
Oh
keep
Lord.
buffering in and out, but it's okay.
It's all right.
The
And like we
volume all
promised,
the
we
way.
got the cat. Well, we got some of the cast from Tina Truth's latest stage play, Love's Deception.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Hey.
Woo!
How y'all ladies doing today?
Doing good,
Doing
good,
good.
good. I'm glad to
And
be
we got
here, baby girl.
yes, and I want to say shout out to the food giveaway you just did this last past weekend for the gentleman at the shelter. Shout out to that for real. Uh,
Oh, thanks.
shout out to the
Yes.
good deed. Shout out to the good deed.
Yes.
Make sure
That
y'all
was
Absolutely.
I'm glad I came up
Yeah.
there and
yeah.
yeah.
It
Shout out
was
to
a
That was
everybody
nice.
who
beautiful,
and
very
donate.
beautiful experience.
Yeah. Now what made you want to do that? How did you come up with that?
Um, it just came. I used to do it right about 10 years. I say about 8 years ago, and I used to do it at the on Apple Street for the women and the children, for the
Mm-hmm.
families, because there's some men down there too. But because I pick those men up every morning for work. And I hear about how the food is nasty and they're young. Like the one I just dropped off, I took him and did something very nice for him today. But he always tells me that he said the water is not hot up there. He told me that today, and he said the food is horrible. So I've been going up there for 7.5 years, and so I just wanted to give back because they've been good to me, the staff, and the men throughout these 7.5 years. So I wanted to give back.
Okay, now when you say workers, now are they who work with you with your safe haven cleaning company? Is that what you do?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's dope. That's really nice of you. Would you like to shout out anybody who may have gave donations or helped you out
Oh,
with
it's
the
so
giveaway?
many to name. That's why I only put on there to who all it did. It was so many people that gave sleep that I'm serious. It was just too many to name. I tried to tag everybody I could on there, and I think it was like 24 tag. I'm not sure. But I don't want to say one without the other. I just want to say to everybody that gave of time, monies, you know what I'm saying? I'm just forever grateful, and the men were grateful as well. Prayers. Oh, Darren said the link. Hold on, I'm sorry. Dang it.
Hey,
Okay, all right.
Virginia.
Hey, Virginia girl, praying for you, praying for your foot, baby girl.
Yeah, I hope your
Oh
foot feels
yes.
better.
Yeah, call you IHOP. You got one
Where
Not
foot.
Virginia
I.
at?
She
He
over there in the comment.
commented.
Oh,
Oh,
Yes, ma'am.
my baby.
uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Tina. We can't see Tina. What she
Hold
sent me the
on.
link.
I'm
Oh.
coming back. Wait a minute.
Well, while we're waiting on Tina, we have a live show that's coming up July 26th.
Yes.
Demolition,
Yeah.
baby! Yeah. Make sure y'all are there. It's in the daytime for all you sleepy folks. It's in the day. Doors open at 1 and it starts at 2 o'clock. Get a ticket. No door sales.
Right.
Get a ticket, man. Get you a ticket. $20. Hope to see
Need
you
to
ladies
be in
there.
the
Of
house.
course. I can't wait.
I can't
Yeah.
either. I
I
know
want
I
my
can't.
t-shirt made. Sleepy. I
Oh,
love Hood
Mm.
Talk Podcast.
they
So,
coming. Holla at Pie for sure. You know what I'm saying? Now, Erica, you was the stage manager of this last play, right?
No. That was Shondell. I was
So,
co-director.
oh, co-director. My bad. I don't know the titles. My fault. But
You
you
okay,
did your
sleep?
thing. Could you explain how that was doing that? Cause you was also in the play. So how did you juggle that going back and forth?
um, I I just think it's not really. I had a smaller role, in the play, so to me it wasn't really that big of like having to switch back and forth from director had to being on stage, and it really helped that when people were on like their p's and q's and knowing when to go out, it helped all of the backstage team to be able to get through it when we were in those type of situations because um, when you are on stage, it's hard to come back off and then focus on, you got to hop right back into that mode. So
Right.
It wasn't extremely difficult because I wasn't on stage a whole lot, which made it, you know, less chaotic than what it could have been.
Okay. Now
I
one
want to
part
say
we
thank you.
thank
I
you so
think you
much.
did a good job.
Thank you, Auntie. Thank you.
One
Yeah.
one
Thank
part
you.
we know you was on stage for is when Miss Tracy up at the top, she shut you down. You understand? That
She
viral
did.
skit when y'all was outside of the phone store. Now you was on the stage for that because she's still doing Robert.
Hey, don't try to cause no trouble. We're past that.
Is you still doing Robert or has that stopped?
Right.
Mind your business. Mind the business that
Mind your
pays you.
business.
So I want to know, Tina, what gave you the idea for Love Deception? Was any of the characters from your past, or was this just something that you came up with?
No, not from my well, not from my past, but I mean it was definitely a Robert. I mean, in my generation, that it's a lot of Roberts. You know,
A lot of Robert.
Now, for those who
Feel
I
today.
mean, for real, it's a lot of the character Robert. I saw a lot of those, didn't we, Aunt Angie? Aunt Angie. Oh God, Amy, can you hear us?
I don't think Angie can
I can
hear
now.
or
It's
nothing.
going in and out.
She said it's going in and out.
It's going in and out. Can you hear me?
Boy,
for those who may not know, because you said it's a lot of Robert, it's a lot of Roberts. Could you explain Robert's character? Shout out to K Red. Also, he was Robert. We need a brief intermission.
yeah, speaking of Robert, Robert was something else.
Don't make me laugh. Oh, Virginia,
Oh shoot.
we are laughing.
Okay,
Ooh.
there it goes.
Okay, here.
Lord.
I just
Okay.
dropped my laptop
It
and
keeps
it
going
just
in and out.
dropped on my foot.
Lord, and lady
Oh,
on 1 foot. Would y'all get y'all feet out the way? What is going on?
Virginia, I might be hopping like you.
Hold on, somebody coming in.
oh,
We got Mr. Bird coming in. Mr. Bird, what's going
woo.
on?
That's what
Oh, Lord.
that's what
Our,
you get for talking about Robert.
Right.
our
You better leave
brother.
Robert alone now.
Oh
Uh,
God,
Can you hear us down there?
Now I can.
I
Okay.
can't hear.
Can Darren hear?
that,
You
that's
still
right. He
can't hear
wasn't
me?
pastor in this play.
This is hilarious.
Yeah.
We can't hear
Angie.
you.
She was like,
Mr. Bird,
What is
can
going
Mr. Bird
on?
hear?
You can't hear nothing?
I can hear you,
Darren,
but it's
Darren
my
can't
thing
hear
going
nothing.
in and out.
Okay, well, log out and log back in. I don't know what's going on with you and Aunt Angie.
Huh? Can you hear me?
yes.
Yes.
We can hear you.
Okay.
You can hear us, but we can't hear you. You got an
Oh
Android?
shoot.
I don't know. I got my volume on.
She got an iPhone.
No, I'm talking about Darren.
I
Did
know,
he
but
get
I
Oh.
don't
a
know why y'all
flashlight?
can't hear me.
We can hear you. We can't hear Mr. Bird.
Girl,
Damn.
only us.
Log out and log back in, Darren. I don't know what's going on. One of your volumes turned down.
Right.
Now, like you said there's a lot of Roberts. So for those who may not have seen the play or the skits, could you explain Robert's character?
Okay. Robert was a guy that basically he had a wife at home, but he had other multiple women, and they all had positions that they played in his life. So everybody had a position to play. And so that's why I said that I saw a lot of robbers. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was even involved with a guy that had multiple women when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, everybody knew about each other. Wasn't no beefing. Well, not with my guy anyway. It would that was a no-no. You didn't have all that. You knew going in what was going on. Like Robert. Like everybody knew of everybody except the wife.
Right. Now that was the crazy part because the wife, shout out to Kenya also. She is the
Yeah,
one who
she
played
did
the
an
wife
amazing
in Plum.
job.
She did a great job.
But for
Hmm.
those that didn't get a chance to see the play, can you can everybody say who what their character was? Can you describe some of the characters in the play and who played them?
I'll
Okay.
start.
Okay.
You want me to start?
Go
Don't
ahead,
all
sweet.
jump at once.
Well, I was actually in the play. I was the one whose father didn't accept my sexuality, so my mom and my dad was kind of going back and forth with that, with the accepting of me and the family. So I like that because I know, I know a few people who've not have not been accepted, but it might have been a little rougher for them. So it was just to shed some light on that. You know what I'm saying? And I was the cousin with the camera recording the viral moment.
Right.
My character's name was Shannon, and I was a relative to Trina. Um, also, I also played. I was a cousin to Sleepy's character, and I was the one in the viral video that got taunted for, and
You got beat up by the white girl, right?
I didn't beat nobody up.
Oh yeah,
and
you was
with
pissed
that
off.
being said, Tracy, I tag you.
Okay, so I was Mickey in the play and the skits. My character was Robert's one of Robert's side pieces who knew about his wife and didn't care. Um, Originally, I started out, just doing it for fun, and then I get caught up and we do business together and everything like that, and then I become a woman scorned at some point. Um, being attacked and all this kind of stuff, and I really just didn't care about his wife's feelings, and in
At
the
all.
end, we found out he had,
Yeah.
another woman, other women, and all this kind of stuff. And I decided to stay. I knew what I was getting into. I mean, at the one point, I didn't know he had other women other than his wife, but that didn't change anything for me.
Mm.
Mm,
Mm.
mm.
Well, I
Only
was
rap.
in the
Now,
play.
man.
I
What was you like,
played
T?
my stage name was Kim,
Yes.
and I was married to Jerome, and I was Sleepy's mom. I had Sleepy and Dion.
Hmm.
Yeah. And so my husband was unaccepting of Sleepy's lifestyle. And so we were back and forth on that, because I wasn't having my child, dissed at our house. And so that eventually led to us kind of having some problems. And we were an older couple, and so we kind of hit on the tough subject of menopause and how things change once you age sexually.
Hmm.
And I ended up, I think, leaving my husband broke because I took everything.
That's
Down to
right.
his socks.
Oh, did.
Left him on his knees, honey.
You
Begging and
ain't taking
pleading.
your pension. You
Right.
ain't taking your social security.
Security. Your land. Hey, Chatty. Chatty said, "Hey, family, love you.
Hi,
Miss you back
Hey,
family.
home.
I love
we love
you.
you.
Woo, we miss you, girl."
Aunt Angie, you want to tell who you were?
Well, I was Trish's mother. I was Jean. I was Robert's mother-in-law.
Yes.
My
Okay.
daughter had to deal with a lot with Mickey, Mahogany, all of them.
Right.
Yeah. But you was the mama. You said, "Get you a side piece. You need to get you a side thing. Quit all that crying." you was the mama who was trying to tell her that, girl, don't worry about that man.
Right.
Get a side piece.
Yeah, get you a side piece.
That's
Be like your
right.
mama. Get you a side piece.
Get your side piece. Sugar daddy, whatever.
Right.
Right.
Trying to fight her daughter's battles.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, definitely was there for that. That sugar daddy. Virginia said, get you a sugar daddy. What about you, Mr. Bird? We
Oh,
still can't hear you, brother. I don't know what's going on.
Are
Okay,
you
there you go. There you get
There
me
you
now.
go.
all right.
so
Black
it
people,
was
black
you?
people technology. Okay, so I played Kenny. I was the quote unquote going to be the side piece to Miss Brown's daughter. But we started out, me and Tina started out as a couple that was married, had some issues, ended up getting, split up, divorced or whatever, had a son that we originally started on the skits and it kind of carried over. So,
Right.
yeah.
Oh
But
yeah,
Mickey, yeah, I saw that video, Mickey.
yeah.
AB, I saw the video. It went viral.
Still
You did.
doing Robert.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy how that video went viral. Shout out to that for sure though. But
No,
so
for real.
many people thought it was real. Hey
They
Candace,
did.
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was
My,
my
it Candace? You can't log on because Candace was dirty.
Yes.
Candace's character was dirty. At the end, I couldn't believe her.
She is
yeah.
that sneaky best friend that, honey, you do not want to have.
Mhm.
But a
Right.
lot of people do. So
Sure
that's why
do.
it's called Tina's Truth, because there are a lot of situations where, she'll be sitting right up in your face. I never had that
Hmm.
happen, but I've had a lot of people that I know
I
have had that
have,
happen. You had that happen?
honey, had my husband, volunteered my husband to take her to work every night.
And he
Mm.
was taking her to work every night in the bedroom.
So did.
Yeah.
I'm
Hmm.
so sorry to hear that, B. Yeah, I
Yeah.
never I probably wouldn't be here.
But,
And neither would she,
Oh,
huh, Tina?
No, I
Right.
mean I just
well,
never have
he
been able
ain't
to take
here, and neither one of them is here.
Right.
yeah.
Be locked up somewhere with one of them jackets on.
That right there, that's a that's why I said it, but it really happens. I have a lot of female associates that have went through it, and I just was taught by my granny and them never to have, you know. I think one church lady tried me one time, came over to my house at my first marriage, church member, and she knew that that I wasn't there. And so my ex-husband said that every time you turn around, she would come over knowing that I wasn't there. So I had to check her at church.
Oh.
Hmm.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
So, and he told her don't come over no more, but he definitely told me, and then I told her at church because I'm gonna check you wherever we at.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Definitely
yeah,
need to
that
let them
that
know.
that does happen. Me and two,
Sure
me and
does.
two, the
Yeah.
same. The guy. Now I had that happen where one of my men's her best friend told me everything he was doing.
Because he was trying to get with you.
Trying, couldn't wait.
Dirty. Dirty draws. Just
Yeah, I
dirty.
didn't want him
That
though.
that's the one thing I do like about your skits and plays is that it's based off it's real life.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's very
I think
relatable.
that's why everybody can relate.
Yeah. Now, since we're talking about relatable, was any of y'all side chicks and side dudes? And if so, which one was y'all that was in the play?
I declined to answer on the grounds it might incriminate me.
That is
I
I'm
like
I'm
that answer.
I'm on
Call
his
me when your nigga ain't around.
Yeah, get me on sleepy. Get me on a private call and change
All
my
right,
voice,
and I'll get
and
your
I'll
back
talk.
straight.
And I'll talk. But younger days, yeah, not now. Younger days, it was like Tina said. I think all y'all said it wasn't no friends things or whatever. But if we didn't know you, we didn't care nothing about. If you have
Sure didn't.
whatever you just got that time whenever you got that time. I don't even think it really had the name. It wasn't side piece or
It
whatever.
wasn't.
What it called or whatever. But
It
yeah,
wasn't no name.
I played number 2 before, maybe even 3. So yeah, it happens. So
Yeah.
It happens. It definitely
yeah.
happens. What about you ladies? Because I want to know, because it's a lot of side piece
Hey,
women.
B can't
Like,
stop smiling. Go ahead, let her talk
yeah,
first.
man.
I can
This
see
is
all her
Hey,
teeth.
like
I can see
right
all her teeth.
She
Are
must
you one now?
now. Are you on it?
no, no,
Hey,
no.
that's a good
But
question, Aunt
if
V.
I'm
That's a
being
good question.
honest, yes, I have been before. It's not ideal. But yeah, I grew out of that because, like Mama T said, I kill somebody if they do that to me. So
Did
I
you
had
sign
to
a
chill.
contract? You signed a contract?
Oh
I
Lord.
used to have contracts. Now you can't.
Nah, I need to hit up Gigi and get some contracts made up.
Yeah.
Now, which out of the women though that was side chicks in the play, which one would you say was like your side chickness?
Your side chickness.
Mine probably,
Ooh, what you
probably.
gonna say, Shay? Was you the bougie side chick?
Yeah, I kind of had probably both Mickey and Shay.
Mm-hmm.
It probably was a combination of both. But I would have got rid of Mickey as soon as she made that phone call. It would have been over for her.
Oh
It
yeah,
would have been over
that's
for
what
her.
Oh,
Uh-uh.
your hands would have rolled with
Yeah,
Tracy in real
yeah,
life.
yeah.
Yeah,
She,
you don't be calling
she,
nobody's wife.
Yeah, she violated the whole contract. Probably Mahogany too going over to the house, so I probably had to start new.
yeah.
That's probably why I got
you had to get you a
probably
ring
when
new one.
yeah. They breached a whole lot of contract and stuff like that. But in reality, though, in real life, though, you put yourself in a dangerous situation, kind of because you know what it is you getting into, and
Right.
then you never know how that person gonna crash out or snap. I mean,
No, for real.
man and woman,
Yeah.
though, the stalking and doing.
Men and women, yes.
Yeah.
I can't say
Definitely.
one sex or another, but yeah.
So when you choose your characters, how do you choose the people who play which role? Like, or do you let them choose themselves, or how does that go?
Um, I don't never have like a person in mind. It's really hard to even describe how I come up with everything. They just come. You know what I mean? Like even when you said how did I come up with feeding the homeless? I just woke up on a Friday and I said, okay, I'm gonna feed. Told Virginia, okay, I'm gonna feed the men at the homeless shelter. She was like, oh, okay. And then I made a post and it went from there. And that's how the skits go. Um, how it used to go. You know, when you guys first started, that's how it went. I didn't never know what I was gonna say until all of y'all got together and I felt the energy. Then I'll be like, okay, all right, so we're gonna start here. So now I'm trying to get it more organized. You know what I'm saying? Having Virginia as my assistant has been one of the best things in the world for me. Because my mind do be all over the place. But like Darren, I was looking for a pastor, if y'all remember that, because the one guy that played the pastor, his woman wouldn't allow him to be in the skits anymore. So then Shondell reached out to Darren and asked Darren, could he be the pastor? And then he came up with Pastor Felix, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
Yeah, she told me to pick a name, and I was like, okay. When she gave me like kind of idea of what she was looking for or how the skits was running, and I was like, I want to pick a name that's like synonymous, kind of like that, and it kind of stuck because me and Tina was going back and forth saying names, and she was like, you know how she won't say no, but her facial expression tell it all. She'd be like, man. So when I said Pastor Felix, she just started busting out laughing, like, that's it.
Yeah.
And then I took up the whole like persona, and I
And you
know,
went viral with Pastor
yeah,
Felix.
Yeah.
it's a couple, because Tina was like, get on my tick and seeing all the comments, how people was just like, you going to hell and all that stuff. But I told Tina one day I went and was answering everybody and told them that just like with all of y'all, these are people we know. This is stuff that we've seen, and we just incorporate that stuff into the character. And people, swear they didn't, and then bam, there go TD Jakes. Bam, there go, all these other pastors. While we was doing the skit, all this stuff went viral on what they was doing. I just was looking back on her page, like, yep, I told you. Now, what you got to say now, you holy rollers? But
Yeah.
They definitely be thinking it's real. Tiffany went viral. The very first skit she and I did when she came out
Yeah.
to her mother about being gay, and I wasn't accepting of it.
mm-hmm.
That went viral.
That definitely did go viral. Now, with
Mhm.
this being y'all's third play, everybody has, been a part of the plays. What is something that you've learned? Like something that maybe learned on the stage within, doing improv. What's something that you guys have learned?
Well, I know now that we'll be at the table more talking about our roles. It won't be so much acting them out. We'll be sitting down talking about our characters and what I expect and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be less stress on me and I won't be stressing other people out. You know what I mean? And then I learned about, when Darren took me down to the black box, I was learning from them how they work the whole stage. Like, and then, learn from Erica about projecting and facing the audience at all times. So those are things that, I mean, she even had to tell me to project on stage. I thought I was talking loud. So I mean, nobody is, exempt from it. You know what I'm saying? And I have a loud voice. I just really thought I was talking loud. And she said, you need to speak up, so just things like that. I do want a set. I did put that in the group today that I just can't wait till we get a set sleep. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like a full set.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to that, or finding somebody to build us one or something. I'm just
it's
ready for
coming.
that.
It's definitely coming. You keep doing your thing. What about you, Erica? Now, was this the first? You said you was the director, right?
Yes.
So was this your first time, or have you been doing
No.
this before?
No, I've directed other projects in school and stuff. It's definitely been a while since I've directed a stage play, but that was kind of a requirement for
Oh,
me back in the day.
okay.
I will say it was definitely a great refresher and a reminder of how stressful
Oh my
theater
God.
is and how
Man,
stressful
oh,
it can be.
Lord. It was so got on my nerves so bad. Just the skips, it's just even what I'm saying. We just have to learn. It was definitely a learning experience. Because every time y'all came to practice, we had another paper for y'all. Like, come on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What? Yeah,
That was the hard
you're
part.
right.
That was the
You're
hardest
right
part. Was
about
that
that.
part?
Yeah.
That was the hardest part.
That was the hardest part.
Me and
Yeah, I
Virginia
was.
and Erica was up to like 2 a.m. I'm not lying. And I'm thinking everything was good.
Yeah.
Man, we get there and it was like I said, this is unreal. So I've learned too though that to remove I'm controlling my emotions because I mean, although a lot of people say directors be throwing stuff, I don't want to be that. I don't want that kind of behavior. You know what I'm saying? But it do be so the talking, telling grown people can I need to hear and all.
Mhm.
So now that won't be going on.
Right.
So if it be any of that, so like Darren said, you're just not in it. Just
Right.
it's just gonna be just simple. Nobody is mad. You're just not in it.
Right.
I think.
And the more I think the more that experience that everybody get, then all of that'll come in, will fall into play. Now I wanted to ask you, as far as like, is when things are improv, does that make it harder for you to plan a specific way for the play to go? You understand what I'm saying?
No, not to me because V. Let me tell you why the improv even started because of my memory, right? So I knew that I couldn't, and Darren's small play at his birthday party kind of got me to, you know, push the envelope a little bit. But I literally deal with short term memory, right, through the trauma I've been through in my past. So trying to memorize, I said I just knew I couldn't. You know what I'm saying? So I said it just had to be improv like my skits because
Okay.
I knew I wasn't going to be able to remember all of that dialogue. So with the improv, um, people that come from the stage play, it was difficult for them because they're used to everything being scripted to go into
Mhm.
improv. But far as my vision, no, because the skits are improv. So my thing is just an easy transition. It makes it easier for me. Now I don't know about everybody else. We've been doing it, so the skits turn into the play. So, and it's really good to me because they'll never see the same thing twice. It doesn't matter how many times we do the same play, it will never be the same wording. Nobody's going to say the same exact thing. And that's
Right.
what make Tina's Truth skits and our cast so unique and different. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Because it is improv. But no, when I have a vision, you know what I'm saying? I we take the skits and then we like Erica, shout out to Erica for that. She condensed it as much as she could because it was a lot of skits that was, left out in order for it to be a 2 hour, stage play. But was it difficult for you, Erica?
I think Erica froze.
I was gonna say, just for me, from learning like doing the stage plays, where I was like 18, 19, scenes of the play, and being in 8 of them, and then learning, verbatim. um I knew everybody's lines. So doing the improv just was a little, well, the improv play, the improv skits wasn't, but doing the improv play, because I was used to a way of certain things ran, um, being on the stage and stuff before, and even when we was shooting movies and stuff like that. So the 3 that we did, I do believe we progressively got better. But one thing that I
Yes.
would take away from that is check, double check, triple check, triple check again. Everybody needs to whatever their duties are that day of. And I was telling Tina and some of us that, like, come from, the stage play or whatever, like when we had practice, like that background noise and all that type of stuff, kinds of messes up, you know what I'm saying, our flow and stuff. And it definitely mess up on improv, because if you trying to go off of whoever you in and with the scenes with, and you got a whole lot of background noise, or you can see people, you know what I'm saying, it kind of throw you off. But I think since that play, me and Tina have been talking, and I've been giving her a couple things that moving forward, that, you know what I'm saying, we'll do, just as far as practice. We, like she said, we'll have more sit down and table readings, because you really don't have to act out the scenes because it's improv. So
Right.
we just want to make sure we practice our ins and outs, our
Right.
ins and outs, and, stuff like that, practicing projecting, not having your back to the audience, and not having everybody there at the same time. So that alleviates some of the people not there and people having to fill in for certain parts, because it's hard even with an improv. If me and Aunt V is, all our scenes together, and I don't show up, she gonna be getting used to just somebody else's whole body language and all that kind of.
Uh-huh.
So like doing the schedule and stuff like that, I think moving forward, and
Yeah.
that's
That's what K Red had said. He said he just feels like, because he's a very detailed. He's also what made me as a director understand everybody's way of learning too. You know what I mean? Like he is a person that has to know every detail. So if I say to you, Sleepy, come into the left, come in the left and say, hey, what's up? Well, K Red gonna say, okay, when I come in and say, and then what after that? Then what's after the so what's up? You know what I'm saying? He has to know that in order for him to do what he do, how he do it. Now,
Yeah.
with a person like me that's spontaneous to just come out of nowhere with something, it's mine. It's one of those kind of things, but I had to learn that with him. And it seems to be working when Virginia writes down our skits. It seemed like everybody likes to know what is it about, because remember, Sleepy, when you first got it, you was like, okay, what is the skit about today? And I
Mhm.
know that it makes it better for everyone that y'all do have an ideal at least on what we're talking about, versus waiting till y'all get here and then to find out what it's about.
Yeah.
So I just think some
I like it
order.
that way too though. I like it both ways for real. Because it's like it's to see if you can just be quick, if you can be real quick with it, spot on. But yeah, definitely
Hmm.
that knowing before time work too for sure.
Yeah, it definitely keep you on your toes.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I definitely like that. So
I
Miss
think that,
Tracy over in the corner, you all right?
right. I think that's why Mickey always had them lines, because she always think quicker than the person she in that scene with. That's why she
Right.
always get them memorable lines, like I'm
Well,
doing with Robert and whatever
Right.
stuff.
The thing,
She's been a smart ass all her whole life. I
my
mean,
whole
not all the
life,
smart
I
stuff.
have always had to come back for everything. So that I love, that's what I love about improv. I mean, fortunately, I'm one of those people that can come back with a line real quick. But I will have to say, Mickey was the furthest, one of the furthest characters for me. Number one, I'm not a snitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling on nobody. I ain't going, first of all, I'm not messing with nobody's husband. You know what I'm saying? So the Tina's skits have pushed me to look at everything from every side, and I enjoy it.
Mm.
It's hard. You know, you get scrutiny from everybody. But I mean, just for being a person, everybody, you know, your hair, you're this, you're that. So, you know, but Mickey was definitely the furthest from me. And Tina had to push me a few times. Like, I get it, sis. This ain't you, but you gotta, you know, you gotta get it together. You gotta push yourself to, but
Get you out that comfort zone. Like with Sleepy used
Yeah.
to laugh all the time. She don't
Hmm.
do that as much no more.
Yeah,
Like
because
she
you know
really
I
can
still
get.
do.
Well, you do, but at first you couldn't even get it together. I mean, you just it used to be really, really hard. And I knew
Yeah.
that had a lot to do with nerves too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So you'd be like, wait a minute. Even the scene when you was coming out, the very first scene you had to, you know what I'm saying? When Pod recorded us, you had to get yourself together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Angie, do you feel like the skits has pushed you a little bit?
Huh?
What you feel like the skits have done for you?
Ooh, honey, it's helped me a lot. You brought me out of my comfort zone for real. Which everybody in the family say it's me like this every day, but just being in the skits and the plays has really helped me a lot. Cause like I told you, when I first came in, you know, I was grieving, and it just brought joy to me just being around you all. You all really helped me because I was grieving hard, and you all just didn't know it.
Yeah, I want to
And I
say
just
that too. I
love
think
y'all for
it
that.
bring happiness to people for sure. Being around, you know, the cast that you got, it's a lot of love. You know, it's like
Sure
one big
is.
family. You know what I'm saying? For real. So appreciate you for that.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah.
one thing I really like. I like the camaraderie that we all have, you know, because and then every individual still has their own thing going, and we all support each other.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate that.
I
We
was
feel like
very
one big happy family.
exactly. I was very intentional about that though. That's why I said it's in my God-given family. It is, and that's no shade on my biological family. Because we're gonna have up and downs, like I say, even when we're discussing our stuff in our group chat. But what me myself, I have to decide on who's gonna come in. I can't have nobody coming in disrupting anything and our thing because it's all love here. Now that doesn't mean, like I
Right.
said, that we don't get on each other's nerve like that. Yes, what family doesn't? But when it's all said and done, like you said, we support each other. We show up for one another. We're there for one another when somebody is sick or there's death, or we all come together. You know what I'm saying? We all encourage each other and things that. So I can't have no outside in or nothing coming in because I allow these people to come in, and if they disrupt, you see what I'm saying? I have to remove that person. And they just have to go. I don't care who it is.
And
I can't have it.
I like
It's,
that about you too, Tina. I mean, first of all, you show a lot of love. You are very inclusive of a lot of people. But when you see the trouble coming, you will cut it out. Like, I'm
I
not
am.
going to allow this to interfere with what I have. Because we
Not
do,
with y'all. Mm-mm.
Nick.
I can deal with it in my personal, but I'm not bringing that into y'all. That's just not what I'm doing. I'm not.
and
I
I,
mean,
I think it's too much positive energy to the people that do maybe get in and then start becoming problematic. They just see how much energy and love and stuff, so they end up, before you even dismiss them, they end up dismissing their own self.
and now
Uh,
that's a fact.
Right,
you know, so
And
they
that's a
just
show
see.
enough right on.
Yeah, that's a right on. There you go.
right.
Fist bump.
Now that's show enough right on.
That's
That's a
showing up right on, right on.
Plus, Mama will throw you out anyway. She'll
Right.
throw you out that door. Get
Right,
out.
right.
I'm gonna bring Nana back though, because everybody keep asking me in my inbox on TikTok. Are you
I
gonna
love Nana.
are you gonna ever bring Nana back?
I,
Cause
Candace said she like that about you as well. You do have a lot of patience, but when you see mess, you kick it. You you cut it right at the neck.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's no other way to do it. You see, once because if you don't start it, I don't have to worry about finishing it. You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
if
Right.
I don't, if you don't feed nothing, it won't grow. So I
Right.
just you got to leave my family because this is my family. So and me being a director, you know what I'm saying? I do have I bring people in. You know what I'm saying? And I like Nana, and
Kick
you
them
get
out.
and kick on, get on up out of here,
Well,
out of
well, what you saying now? Like,
here.
what you saying now? How
Yeah.
can someone go about being a part of the cast? Is there something they have to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it like
Show up.
a grace period? You feel me? Like, how can somebody be a part of the cast?
Well, I'm gonna tell you what K Red said. Brother said, first off, quit he said quit adding them to the group. Let them have a trial basis first. He said you always add somebody in and then they don't even say nothing, no, don't show up or nothing or
They don't
anything.
say nothing for months. Then
Right.
a couple months later, you see Mama Tina deleted 5 people out the
Right.
group.
I
And
feel like
I'm
that.
all hey, I'm
I feel like
always
they
looking for
trying.
my name to say, am I deleted?
Oh, of course not.
I,
No,
I
but
feel like they in there trying to steal our secrets and all our plans too, because they don't never say nothing or whatever.
You
I
right
just think they
about
get
that.
in it with good intent. They wanted to be a part of it, and then I just think I don't know. A lot of people just
Too much for them.
yeah,
If
it's
they,
like they have to keep checking that, and so like K Red said, put it on mute. Because remember, I had to remove myself
Mhm.
from it for a while. I had to come up out of there for a minute to get my mind right and get creative. You know what
That's
I'm saying? I had to step back some, and but it
right.
worked out, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so basically with that, they can just reach out and I can let them know when, you know, where we're meeting up at, tell us their availability. Virginia will reach out to them and then we'll go from there. And if they serious, they'll start, you know what I mean? They'll be telling us like, hey, my availability is this, that, and the third. And I'm ready to be in there. There are some people that can't be in it, you know what I'm saying, for their job or something like that,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? But they still want to be a part of everything that we're doing. They just can't be in a certain season.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
I
Yeah. That's
think some of them come in too, and they see how much competition it is. You know what I'm saying? Because we all competitive. It's all like I ain't trying to steal your scene, but you ain't gonna be busting my ass in the scene, and I'll be sitting there looking all silly or whatever. So I think they see that when they go back and look at the skits, because if you look at the skits, some of them look like somebody like Sleepy didn't really pull the camera out and was recording. You know what I'm saying? It going down. And I think that's a lot of people come in, they peep around and look, and they be like, "Oh, I can't hell, I can't deal. It's too much. It's too much going on in here."
right. Well, we all like learning though. That's the thing though.
Right.
Most, you know, except for the
Yeah.
ones that's been in place, but majority of us is learning. It's just about putting your best foot forward. You know what I'm saying? Giving it
Mhm.
110%. So it's like, don't get intimidated, folks.
No,
Just
not
come on.
at all, because I didn't know anything about a play.
Right.
I
Not,
didn't
I
know
mean,
anything
absolutely
about it.
nothing.
I had never been in an improv play before. You know, I've done lots of plays and stuff, but it was always scripted, or
Right.
they were musicals or something like that. But this was my first time actually doing improv, and at first it was difficult, but then I was really glad it was improv because I'm like you, Tina, honey. I cannot remember words to songs to nothing.
Our names or
Mhm.
nothing. I've been her niece
No
for 35
names.
years and she still calls me Kim. I'll be like, I am Tiffany. Like,
So it works out great for me.
Yes. And we made history. Don't leave that part out.
don't leave it out.
The very first play made history in Dayton, Ohio. The first 2 hour
Yes.
improv in the city of Dayton.
Mhm. Yep.
And she done did three plays. Dang, where my tongue with that? Three plays.
Three
We going on
plays.
number 4.
And they was all sold out.
All sold out. Shout
Yes.
out, shout out to the big man above for that, man. That's what's up. Dope team, dope marketing plan. You know what I'm saying? Dope cast. Now I want to know from any of y'all, would y'all like to give some motivation or some advice to someone in life or to someone that may have an idea and they hesitate to push it? Would anybody have some advice for them?
I'm gonna just say keep going. No matter what it is, just do it. Like myself. Like I said, I'm just spontaneous. I have a vision and I just go for it. I didn't know. I tell this story all the time. It was Erica that said, "What, Mama T? What props are you having?" I said, "What is that called? What is that?" And she said, "What are we gonna sit on?" I didn't know. So it was like 2 days before the play, we got the furniture. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Drill Easley for allowing us to use his furniture at a late notice. I had no idea. I was so used to doing skits, I didn't even think about it. So with that being said, if you have a vision, just go for it. It doesn't matter your age or any of that. If it's something that you really, really want to do, just do it and be consistent with it. You know what I'm saying? Get out of your own head. Like for you, Sleep. Remember you talked to me about this vision now that has manifested itself about what you're doing, what's coming up. You
Yeah.
said, I just can't get out of my own head. I said, girl, just do it.
Just do it
Yeah.
like
Just,
Nike.
yeah.
Just do it like Nike, for real. Anybody else want to give some words of advice?
I would say,
Don't procrastinate.
yeah.
Yes,
Don't
Lord.
procrastinate. That's my biggest challenge. I'm a procrastinator. I'll have great ideas, but then I'll talk myself out of the doggone great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Got
So
to get out
That's
your
yeah.
own
self
head.
doubt, self sabotage. You can't do that.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm sorry, Darren.
No, you all right. You got a bigger voice sometimes than me. It's cool. I would say I would tell everybody it's the pain of regret or the pain of success. Everything you do is gonna be pain, so you might as well be successful while you're going through your pain. Don't never be afraid to jump out there and do it, and also make sure you're working in your passion. Because if you don't love what you're doing, I love doing the skits and doing the plays. So it's not. So you want to always work in your passion. You're gonna have a better outcome, and whatever you dream, like Tina, be 4, 5 o'clock in the morning texting people like we ain't got to do nothing with her vision. Next thing you know, she gonna come down with some tablets for us. Like I got these tablets, and this is what he said is gonna be the next this one. And like good family, we're gonna be like, all right. But I would encourage everybody like
No,
just
for real.
don't put
5 o'clock. Tiffany,
right,
no, Sleepy,
the
no.
talent.
Oh, don't text her about 5.
I'll be looking
No,
at that
no,
like
okay, I
I'll
got
be
you.
like I'll be thinking something going on. Don't be texting me at 5. But that's what I would say. Just stay true to yourself, chase your dreams, and get out there and get it.
Yes, sir, for sure. Erica,
I,
did you?
I would say
go ahead, Erica.
network. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Network. The more people you know that are able to help you and assist you, and you never know. Like a lot of people have it in their head, which is what I don't allow myself to do with certain projects I want to do. I know I need help, but there are some people with projects out there, they get really deep into it and then they realize, wow, I need all of these resources and I need this person and that and a lot of times you really have to be open to that. So, and it's all about who you know as well. That plays like a huge part in it too. Just getting to know people when you do go to certain places, introduce yourself to certain people. I really love that we're in Tina's Truth because we've got to meet so many different people that we would never run into
Yes.
out at, I don't my spot might not be the club, but somebody else's spot is the club. And they might really have what you need to complete whatever you need to do. But you wouldn't normally be in the same setting as them. So it's like with Tina's Truth, I feel like I've met a lot of different people from different walks of life that if I do need this or need that for a type of project, I know that they have it. And that's very beneficial.
It really is.
Yes, definitely love that. What
I'm
about you,
Angie.
Trey?
Oh, Tracy, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's okay. I would say, first of all, going off of what Erica said, if it wasn't for Sleepy, I would have never met Tina. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
Sleepy on her skits, do her skits, and I was like, oh, that looks like fun. And we was talking one day, and I was like, I want to do that. She was like, are you serious? And I said, yeah. And we happened to be in the club one night, which I don't go out like that no more. And we were all there at the same time. And that's how I ended up meeting Tina. But what I was going to say originally is you're never too old to reinvent yourself. Sometimes, you change is good. You have to step outside of yourself. One of my daughters was like, "Mom, I never knew you wanted to be an actress or in plays," and I said, "Neither did I. I mean, I didn't, and
Mm.
I love it. It has given me something of my own that I don't have to share with anybody else. Um, and I have my skit family, aside from, which we can all come together as one as well. But I, it's brought me a lot of joy. It
Um,
and I love everybody that it's just given me something to look forward to. So
Facts.
Yeah.
Same.
I
What-
appreciate the opportunity.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
I'm grateful for every last one of y'all. I say that all the time. Y'all just don't know. It would be no Tina True skits. You know what I'm saying? Without everybody. And you're right. It's just funny how everybody just comes from different walks of life and come in and bring a little seed. And it's like a big old gumbo. You know what I'm saying? Bowl, a pot of gumbo. We all bring our different seasoning to it. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I love it
Mhm.
for
Yeah,
sure.
I do
Yeah.
too. And I'm
Oh, I have
thankful
some
for
advice.
you.
Success has no age restriction. You can be a baby or you could be 111. Don't
No,
be
for
scared.
real.
Don't be scared to do it because, oh, I'm this age. Oh, I'm that age. Do it. Look at
Yeah.
KFC. Look at the Colonel. What was he, like 70 something
Mhm.
before his famous recipe came out?
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
Yes.
serious?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was
Yes.
old, girl. So
Well,
it's like
we
Yes.
Yeah.
success has no age restriction. Go
before
for
we found
Yeah.
out we stole it from his cook, but that's a whole nother
it. We
And
ain't gonna
just
talk.
because one
Angie.
door closes,
story.
one thing that because one door may close and then another door will open.
Yeah.
For sure.
I really did miss being on stage, but after getting sick and all that kind of stuff, I could no longer do that. And now Tina has given me that opportunity to be back on stage, just doing something different. You
Doing
know,
your thing too,
yeah.
girl.
So I
Get
love
off
you for
your
that.
damn
I
knees.
love you. Thank you. Thank you.
we,
I'm one of them old heads that thought I was too old.
we singing in the next one.
Ah.
Musical. Tina Truth
Man.
musical.
Yeah, we're gonna do the musical. We singing.
Ah.
You
Y'all
come
do
in
no
and bust
musical,
some
please.
bars.
Please.
Angie, you got some advice? Are
Huh?
you what is your advice for 21 that's wanting to do something?
I didn't hear you.
Sleepy, can you say it?
Want to know if you had any advice to somebody in life or to someone who had the idea that was maybe being stagnant with it.
It's my fault.
Okay. You can't hear.
Yeah, she's
Not
muffled
coming
too. I
through
don't know
you.
what's going on.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what's going on. But
Well,
can
we
everybody
thank
drop
you.
their drop the thank you so much for being here, Aunt Angie. We appreciate your beautiful face. You always
Woo!
look so pretty,
Yeah,
girl.
and I need to get some advice to Aunt. Hey Tina, I need to get some advice to Aunt Angie, and she can't hear me, so it's good. The next time we feed the men at the men's shelter, yeah, I spent my whole time pulling her shirt down because she was advertising.
And she be
And
out
she
here
wasn't
being
there.
hot,
Yeah,
don't she?
she was advertising. She had her hot girl jeans on and everything, her little skirt. And
Oh no.
yeah, she was showing skin. I had to tell her they going crazy in the line now.
They don't want just
Ah.
chicken, huh?
She kept on
They
saying
want
I
some
need
of
a
the
belt. She
auntie.
kept on saying I need a belt on. I said, I guess you do. And a little bit more cloth on that shirt.
Right.
I hate to have to beat up the people that we serving back in prison. But
That's
oh
brother for you, honey. He don't.
yeah.
hmm And would y'all drop y'all platforms so people can find y'all and get to know y'all better, or maybe book y'all for some plays and some movies, you know?
Well, y'all can find me on Tina True Skits on all platforms. Tina True Skits, and then my page on Facebook, Tina M. Shaw. Y'all can hit me up on all of them. But Tina True Skits on Facebook, Tina True Skits on YouTube, and Tina True Skits on TikTok.
What about Instagram?
Yeah. Instagram don't fool with me like that. I don't know what happened.
Okay. We'll go to
I'm
dinner.
glad
We'll
you
just,
said that because I was looking for you on Tina on Instagram, and I was like, "Dang, why can't I find it?" Okay,
I'm
it's
star
all
50 on there though. I'm gonna
star
probably have to.
50.
Yeah, I'll probably
Okay,
have to change that to Tina
Mm.
True Skits too, so that everybody can see, But I don't really post on there, Sleepy.
okay.
okay.
But just you never know. Somebody might get on there.
They might, yeah.
You know what I'm
People that
saying?
only use Instagram. As your manager, you're going to have to change that because some people only use Instagram. So you
Okay,
make sure they can contact you on all platforms.
that's sure. That's
Right.
right.
That's right.
So mine is the amazing Coach Bird. No, I'm just saying. It's Darren Bird. It's Darren Bird on I think on Facebook, but Instagram and TikTok is Coach_Bird. So, but hell, you can throw a rock and hit one of my relatives. They'll find me. It's just that.
Yeah, this
You
is
know
a
what I
big
mean?
family man right here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of y'all, ain't it?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
lot of. It's a
it's
lot
their
of.
last name Bird. They there. They
Yeah, yeah, you better check.
right. What about you, Erica?
I am Erica B, the ARIQABEE. That's on TikTok. That's on Facebook. Um, and on Instagram and OnlyFans, I am
What?
and I fly
Wait,
solo.
whoa, wait. Run
Come
it
on, girl.
back. Run it back.
Hold on, little
What
sis.
was
What you
before
talking
Come
about?
on,
Instagram?
girl.
You said what?
What
I'm
you
just
say?
playing. I'm just
OnlyFans.
playing. I'm just playing. On Instagram, I
Oh
am and
God.
I fly
She is
solo.
not playing.
She ain't
I
playing
am playing.
right.
I'm
It's
not.
just a
I'm
name
just
for
playing.
both of them.
You'll never know. But
Erica is off the chain on the low low.
No wonder you
but
don't get outside. You be doing pages.
And Teddy says,
Oh,
say OnlyFans. See, they done
I
already
ain't
found
mad
one.
at you, Erica, honey, because I'm
I
trying to
pay
get
my
me one
bills.
for
My
my
bills
feet.
are paid.
Right.
My bills are paid. But
Right.
yes, Instagram, Erica B as well, but and I fly solo. Those are my handles.
Okay, for sure. What about you, Mom Dukes, Tracy?
Uh, it's just on Facebook. I'm not on a lot of different platforms. It's
You need to be.
Tracy Roy Screech, and then I think it's Tracy 1115 on
TikTok.
TikTok. Yeah,
Oh,
those are the only two that I'm on.
okay, cool. What about you, Aunt Angie?
I'm D'Angela Angie B. Brown on Facebook, D'Angela Brown on Instagram, and D'Angela Brown on TikTok.
Okay.
Woo!
Woo!
I
You
started
is
doing all
funny.
that OnlyFans.
We got you in there, ain't it?
We
We
got you on the
got
edge,
Yeah.
We
girl.
got that
He
part.
probably got an OnlyFans page now after
He
Sunday.
probably does.
I'm gonna start one that's gonna say Queen D'Angela.
Oh, Lord. I'm about to say. Man,
Ooh, you
it's
just
it's a job controlling all you ladies, and you know what I'm saying, y'all. Whew,
funny.
You're
Everybody
pretty
is
Do
A
a
good.
funny.
job.
job. Let me just
yeah,
tell you, you do a
We
pretty good
love
job.
you.
I
You
Uh,
need
I
you
do
like
everybody
being the
work for
only
y'all.
guy.
I
He
We
do.
sure.
going to that dance battle too. Now
Oh
hold on.
yeah,
Now that we got everybody here, who y'all think won the dance battle? Was it Darren or was it Tina?
it
That's
was
a
me.
hard.
It
It's
was me.
hard.
It was
Nah, it was me.
it was me.
Everybody.
I said it was Tina at the thing.
Yep. I seen her
She was
pop
pop
locking.
locking
I'm
and
big.
dropping.
I'm big.
Mm-hmm.
I'm big. You know when I see you, I'm gonna step on your toe. No, that wasn't. You didn't see that cabbage patch is what won. Sleep. When I hit her with the cabbage
Yeah,
patch,
I seen that when you did. Yep.
yeah.
Wait,
Y'all
She
I
looked.
kept
forgetting.
Right.
saying, now,
She,
when did you do the cabbage patch?
yeah, you
It's
go
all
back and
on
look at the
video.
video now because you declared her the winner because she done the little rerun move. You know what I'm saying
Candy
for
said
Soul
Tina
Train.
won.
She done that, huh?
Candy said Tina won. Oh, that's
Thank
two
Man,
you,
votes.
ain't,
Candace. There
That's
you
two
go.
votes to Tina
ain't
then.
nobody
Oh.
thinking. Ain't nobody thinking about her little light skinned self. She can't do none of them moves. She do ballroom. She can't do none of
Oh
them
no,
moves.
she's a line dancer. Let me tell you, she is a line dance instructor. I
Yeah,
witnessed it myself. She's
I
a
Candace sure
I
structor
is.
line dance.
I seen that. They just got on hats and boots. They not. They not. They
No,
only know how to.
they was good.
They only know how to do the one move. They only know how to do the one move
A
with the flame.
hater, man.
Now they
No,
know
I'm
three
just
line.
saying.
I
I'm
seen
just saying.
all three of the line dances, and she was the instructor, so she got it. Yeah.
Sleep, who won? Who won, Sleep?
Sleep.
Oh man, so we're gonna come back after these messages.
Sleep, you ain't gonna offend me. I just gonna have to
Oh,
practice
it was
harder.
a time,
I'm gonna,
man. It was a time.
Sleep, I'm
She
gonna jump
kept
out
Annie
going.
on her.
She
answered
kept going
too.
when you stopped. She kept going when you stopped, and that's when Annie got out there and rubbed her leg or something like that.
Yeah, hey Tina.
Annie killed it.
Hey,
Annie
Sleep.
killed it.
Hey, Sleep. Tina didn't see that. I said, I'll stop dancing because Annie came out there and done some stuff I ain't never seen in no
I
ballet.
ain't never seen
She
that
came
before.
out, rubbed her leg.
Came
She
out
rubbed
and
her
I didn't know
leg.
what I didn't know what
That's
she
to
was
put the
doing.
lotion on. She did the lotion.
The lotion.
I thought she was fanning her feet like them Detroit pimps or something. I didn't know what she was doing.
Oh Lord.
She
On
made
Angie,
me
who
stop.
won on Angie?
Huh?
Who won on Angie?
The dance battle.
Y'all won to me. Y'all winners.
Oh
That's
no.
how you do
There
it.
you go.
Oh
That's a
There
no.
you
cop
go.
out
You
There you
fired
go.
on
answer.
Angie.
There you
That's a
go.
cop out answer.
Hey,
On
Sleep.
Angie, you fired. You going against your niece? Oh no.
You
Hey,
know,
Sleep.
Candace, that was the lotion rub. That's what
Hey, Sleep. But I
Annie did
told Tina though, it's on site. I'm telling you, whenever I see her, I'm jumping out on her. I'm already. She lucky we was at. I was gonna get her. I was gonna get her at the social tap on Mama's birthday. But yeah, She been trying to practice though. That stuff ain't nothing. That's gonna practice. I'll break
Y'all
out
need
into it right
somebody with
now.
a camera to walk around with y'all so they can catch y'all every time.
No. I'm gonna tell you when you're gonna be with me. You're gonna jump right out of the back.
Right, and I'm gonna have my camera ready.
Your camera on. We're gonna be ready.
But y'all, this has been a great interview for real. I appreciate y'all.
Yes, I love y'all.
Chopping it up with us. You know,
Love
best
you
of wishes to
too.
everybody. Keep moving forward. Make sure y'all go check out them skits, and y'all can go all the way back to the
Yes.
beginning.
3
Y'all can see
years.
when she started.
Yes.
You know what I'm
3
saying? Back when
years.
she first went viral. Go back and check that out. Tina's True Skits on all platforms. And you know, make sure y'all tune in, follow everybody, and be ready for the next play. Cause we coming, baby.
That's it. Love y'all.
Congratulations, the Hood podcast on the live.
Yes.
Get your
Y'all
tickets.
be there. Be there
y'all.
July
I'ma be
26th.
there,
July
baby.
26th. Tickets is going too, so
Yeah, get your
be
tickets.
there or be square.
All right, I'll holler at you.
Love
Bye,
you.
Angie.
Y'all.
Y'all.
Love ya.